Very question, Baba?
What exactly happens at death? Means, what means is the body decided beforehand? Means how?
There's a whole section in Brahma Sutra's death, you know.
Exactly.
But basically, it's an interesting thing. These questions ask, what happens at death? You're gone. What's new about that? They say dead and gone, don't they? They say, where's your father? He's dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
Where is he gone? Where is he gone? The Jiva leaves his body accompanied by the subtle body. So what carries the Jiva out of the body is a pran and a subtle body. There's 100 in the shrutis and Upanishads describe, there's 101 nadis that run through the heart. 101 nadis, nerve channels that run through the heart. And the 101st nadi is called Susumna nadi. And if one leaves through Susumna nadi, they go out through the Brahmarandra and they go to Vaikuntha, they go to the spiritual world. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of things like that. Basically, the subtle body takes you. And, you go, it depends on your piety. You go to the moon, you go to the sun, it describes different things. You go to the moon planet, you go to the sun planet. How that works, I don't know, but you pass through different layers. When you come back again, you go to Pichi Loka, then you get a body and come back here again. Well, here, it's in this other section here. Here you'll find out. What happens at death, I say, everyone will find out. I guess some description, I can't just locate it right now. It's in the later part of the book, in the second, third. But the pran and the subtle body carry the jiva to the next position. They don't get dissolved at death.
How do the devotee react?
Huh?
What is the consciousness of devotee? He doesn't even realize that death is happening because he is already in the.
Well, it depends on what level of bhakti development he is. If he's jiva mukta, he doesn't perceive what's happening with the body at death. Otherwise, if he's not, he can perceive it on one level. It depends on the level of consciousness, depends on the level of consciousness, how much conscious you are of Krishna, how much you experience or the pain of death, or the experience of death. Otherwise, for some, it's just like changing your clothes. You just close your eyes and go. No pain, no gain. There's a lot here in the third part of Brahma Sutra, part 3, chapter 1. Passes through different stages and becomes grains, it's wild stuff. One of the things with Krishna at the time of death, 8th chapter of Gita, verse 6, Yam yam vabi sran bhavam, tyaja jati kleram, tam tam evaiti konteya sadata bhava bhavita. When you give up this body, you're thinking of Krishna, you go to Krishna. So you attain that state, whatever you're thinking of every day. It says, Yam yam vabi sran bhavam, tyaja jati kleram. Tyaja yanti kleva. At the end of this body, when you go to this body, tam tam evaiti konte sadatad bhava bhavita. Sadatad bhava. That sadatad bhava bhavita. That bhava, that mood, that meditation that you're cultivating your whole life, that you'll attain your next life. This is 8.6 of Gita. So the whole life you're thinking, I'm a Manjari Mason Radharani, my Nitya Seva is this, my Guru Sakhi is like this. And when you die, you'll get Sakhi Bhav and you go to Krishna. Yeah, you're just thinking of that day and night. This is my real identity. It's called Bhuta shudhi. There's different meanings of Bhuta shudhi, but the ultimate meaning of Bhuta shudhi, purifying the elements of a body, means to meditate on our Siddhadeha. This is in Marg, we meditate on the Siddhadeha. It's called Bhuta shudhi. In Vaidhi Marg, Bhuta shudhi is the purification you do before you do puja. You meditate, I'm a Jivatma, I'm a spirit soul, I'm a servant of Krishna, and not this body. It's general. Two 563. You get what you want. You get what you're always thinking of. Whatever you're attached to, whatever you're always thinking of, that's what you get. The pranas and the senses, it says the prana and the senses go along with the jiva. The elements of prana, the mind, and the senses go with the jiva when it leaves the body. There are 101 nadis passing through the heart, and one nadi, the 101st nadi, goes to the top of the head. It goes from the heart to the top of the head. So the jivatma is situated in the region of the heart. And if he's self-realized, or Brahman, Krishna realized, or self-realized, Brahman realized, Krishna helps him recognize there's 101 streets. Which one's the 101st nadi? There's no way of knowing, but Krishna reveals this is the 101st nadi. So he enters, the Atma enters the 101st nadi and travels up through the body, through the top of the head. It's called Susumna nadis. There's 101 nadis. The nerve currents, you can say nerve currents. They're not really nerves, but they're subtle energy channels in the body. Where does we see that a living body is there's warmth. A living body is warm. The dead body is cold. So what is the source of the warmth? The source of the warmth, according to Upanishads, is a subtle body. Pretty cool, huh? This fourth Brahma Sutra, part 4, chapter 2, verse 11. Tasyeva chopa patir ushma. The subtle body of the jiva is responsible for making warmth in the body, since this is reasonably supported by Shastra. There's no warmth in the gross body because the subtle body has left it. So that's proof that the subtle body is source of warmth. This is Upanishads that are proof. And because the dead body has everything in it, everything's still there, but the warmth isn't there. Heart is still there. Everything's there. There's no warmth. So materialists will say that movement of what the materialists say was a source of warmth. Movement of the blood in the body is a source of warmth.